welcome back to the channel. Hope you had an amazing weekend. I want to address some wonderful notes I've had from people who are watching. I have a note from H and a note from C. Um, Thank you for watching, H and C. You know who you are. Let's read our card. Dear K, I love your YouTube videos. Maybe you can have a conversational type of setting and have some coffee and some biscuits on the side. And since this is a audience supported channel, your requests are really appreciated. So here you go, H. Best Miss H. Thank you, Miss H, for your feedback and for watching. Okay, let's move on to our note from Miss C. Dear K, I did not know you can use stencils as a perspective tool. Continue to do that and make the drawing simple. Also, can you draw something with the stencils? Sincerely, Miss C. Thank you, Miss C, for watching, and I appreciate all your wisdom. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I do want to also announce my Patreon. If you look in my YouTube channel page, there are two links. One to a growing website with only a couple of paintings right now, but there is also a Patreon if you want to support me monthly. But yeah, we are a growing channel, so no pressure. Ooh, Darlene is growling. Whoever joins my tier, the tier on Patreon is called K's Painting Baes, BAES. If you join the tier, you can download my JPEGs of the processes, like Barbara / Esther's sketch tonals and other goodies. So that's the hope anyway. Okay, onto the video. So here's my perspective demo. If you guys are out shopping or on Amazon, you could look for something like this Staedtler or any triangle. These are really helpful when you're drawing in perspective. You slide things around on a pivot, even to color things. And this is like one of the first tools I bought in college. It was so nice for perspective class. So the reason I want to show perspective first is everything exists in space, and drawing is just trying to flatten it. So once we learn perspective, we can draw simple shapes easier. So there is a thing called one-point perspective, and that's when everything recedes to one point on your horizon line or eye level. Your horizon line is when you stare out into the ocean. Where the ocean line meets the sky is your horizon. So it's not necessarily your floor plane, right? It's where your eye level is at. So I'm just gonna arbitrarily put a line here as the horizon line, and I'm gonna put 1 point as 1 point perspective. And with this ruler, I'm gonna draw a little lightly my converging lines. And of course these could be as dense or sparse as you want them to be. So kind of, sometimes I draw them in as I want to figure out a drawing. So with this, I can quickly draw an interior of a room, say. Here's the back wall. And here are the side walls. And now I can put a person in there. When I put people in there, I draw people like a safety pin. We call it safety pin man because he has these tiny little legs and a tiny little head. So safety pin man, that horizon line should go through his face because that's his eyes, right? So wherever I put him in this drawing, his line better go through his face, right? So this like dictates how big your room is, right? Sorry, that's a really crappy. Okay, sometimes it's hard because you draw that face too big, but keep the face relatively small and maybe widen the shoulders like that. So if I put another safety pin man and he's closer to me, there we are, right? So, and of course, their feet should angle down like that. That's how I know the size of this man compared to this man, right? So that's 1 point perspective. 2 point is when there are 2 points on the horizon line or eye line. And of course you could use this 90-degree angle if you want to draw a box, such as this frame. And this is just the picture plane, right? This could be your movie frame or your illustration frame. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try 2 point now. I'm going to draw my arbitrary eye line or horizon line. And I'm going to extend it a little farther than the picture plane. So number 1 point and then point 2. Okay, I'm going to draw them kind of big. And then I'm going to see how I'm sliding my ruler like that. Just enables you to draw really quick lines like that. Okay. And of course, I'm using like the cheapest Bic pen. Yeah, just try to find a pen that doesn't like bleed, you know, when you slide your ruler. Okay. So I got my converging lines. So this is 2 point, right? If I want to put a cube in there, I can just do that. Put some vertical lines in, and then you're already imagining a cube, right? And this is like that center line. And then I'm going to draw, always point back to your perspective point there. And of course you could use like different colored pencils or something that will help you to see the difference between these lines, because they do get confusing. I'm just darkening it right for now, right? If I want to show the side of this plane, I could also color it by using this as a pivot and like, you know, like dragging it out like that. So I'm going to quickly like And each time I'm lifting my pen, so you can, so I'm not like drawing like, I don't know, like zigzags or something like that. They're just, these lines are always following that convergence, right? Okay. So that's 2 point, right? 3 point, like today I was listening to the news where they said Notre Dame is being rebuilt after like 4 years. It's like finishing construction, right? So that reminded me of like those drawings they have of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. If you look up visual development, Hunchback of Notre Dame, you might find those sketches of like a huge base of a building receding to a point in the sky, you know? So if I draw that picture plane again, in my horizon line, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. So I have some converging lines that go to 3 points. Now I can draw some kind of building. I kind of want to make these points even actually. So I want to show you some ellipse tool usage. Okay, so I'm gonna draw like a level in here, right? Say this is like, I don't know, the 4th floor of this building. I'm gonna level these 2 points. Draw a line there just because I want to show you ellipses. See. Okay. So I have like a floor there, right? It's receding to this point and a base floor. So a circle exists in a square, right? Like if I draw diagonal here, diagonal here, and if I draw a midpoint on these 4 sides, if I split from the center to the corner into thirds, then I connect the center to this outer third, to the center, to the third, to the center, like that. You should create this like really ugly circle. But if I have my ellipse guide and I find my perfect circle, then I can draw it more confidently. Like that. And then same with this floor plane and this fourth floor plane, right? If I draw like, say I just, you know, place this in that base floor, right? I would draw the corners to each other. I would find the middle of that line, but of course this middle is in perspective, right? So I'm gonna eyeball it, so it's gonna go a little farther back than I think it would, like right here. A little farther back than I thought it would here. And then on these so-called diagonal lines that are here, I would draw a third. And because this is facing me, these are even segments. Draw big dots. And then I'm gonna connect. My ugly ellipse. But then I'm gonna find the perfect guide for that. Too fat, too thin. The one? Are you the one? Close. It's not quite there, but it's okay. And then I'm gonna find one for this one as well. So line here, midpoint in perspective. So a little farther back than you think. And then draw the thirds. And of course the thirds are in perspective too, but just fake it, you know, like these are a little closer together. And now draw the ellipse. And like I said, when things go into space, your ellipses do get fatter. So this one should be a fatter ellipse, even though it's smaller than this one. This one's close. No, not quite there, but I'm gonna speed up the process a bit. Of course, these lines should recede up there. I might not have the perfect stencil for this. but you get the gist. So a little fatter ellipse and a little thinner down here. And then for the sake of, I'm gonna put my little safety pin man down here. Cool, thanks for watching. Thanks for your patience, and if anything is unclear, you can always text me. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.